Hey guys, imagine my surprise when I wake up, take a shower, get out of the shower, about ready to start work, and then I see somehow consumers won again. Another W collected in the span of a week against the corporate overlords. Helldivers 2 is no longer going to require PSN linking to be mandatory. And this is a huge, huge win for people. And I got to say, for the second time now, in just a week, I was wrong. I did not think anything would come from review bombing. I did not think, anything would come out of any of it because, I know that they have millions of players on PlayStation. And as a result, I was like, the measly couple 100,000 that we have on PC really doesn't matter to them. They don't care, and realistically, they'll probably even make more money by selling everyone's data that is hooked up to it than, the people that they're going to lose. But I was wrong, man. They won. The consumers won. They fought the good fight, and it's no longer necessary. And this is just, a few days after the whole Battlestate Games Tarkov Unheard edition, where consumers came together and had, Nikita walk all of that back and got a big W there as well. So I just feel like I'm sleeping, I'm dreaming, I'm in an Elseworld story. I don't know. It feels unreal. I don't know if this is the consumer comeback arc, right? And we've been training, and now we're gonna start collecting W's. But goddamn, I guess I need to be less nihilistic because like people are actually making changes with what they're doing, and I think it's awesome, man. I know I to some people I came off as a Sony shill in the last video. I'm not at all. I talk shit about Sony all the time. I've talked shit about them in the past. I'm not a shill at all. I was just looking at the facts, and the facts to me were that a lot of games require account linking, right? And it's not a new practice whatsoever. And I was 100% on board. I even said in the video, I think it's scummy that they're implementing it later. I thought it was terrible that certain people couldn't make PSN accounts, and as a result, that they were going to be essentially lose access to a game that they already had and had played. And, in that video, I totally said those people either need to be allowed to play without a PSN account or they need to be issued a full refund. So, definitely not a Sony shill at all, but of course, I don't think most people actually watch the entirety of my videos to get the whole grand picture, right? A lot of times it's just like, what's the title? And what are the first 20 seconds of the video? All right, I have made an assessment of the full, 10-minute video or whatever the hell. But I'm really happy that everybody got their win. I have seen a little bit of people being like, well, I don't even care that we won. I'm still not playing your game, Sony. And trying to make that a movement. And I do think that is not very smart. I think that could actually be detrimental to the cause because just try and put yourself in the headspace of like that corporate executive behind the decision, right? They see all the backlash. You have Arrowhead, the actual developers of the game, championing the cause to get rid of the PSN, account linking. And so you go, okay, fine, fine. We're not going to be able to harvest all their data. We're not going to be able to sell all their data. That sucks for us. But at least we'll win over the goodwill of the people and we'll get more sales as a result. So they get rid of the PSN account linking. And then everybody still says, well, we're not buying the game again, or we already refunded, we're not buying it, we're not playing it, or whatever. Now, I feel like if you do that as a consumer, you're sending the message of it doesn't even fucking matter that you conceded. And I think that's a really bad, message to send because it means that down the line, you'll have this precedent of like consumers being mad about something, the executive changes the thing, and then the consumers still don't even care. So it's just like a double L for the, for the executives. And I think if executives were to see that precedent, then they would instead adopt the mindset, which it feels like they've had this mindset for a very long time now, of fuck the consumers, fuck the naysayers and the whiners, just do it anyway, and enough people, will stay on board. So I want the message that's being sent here to be, if you fuck up, admit your fuck up, undo your fuck up, and then you'll be rewarded for listening to consumers, right? That should be the message here. The message should be, listen to your fan base and make the changes that they want, and you'll be rewarded. Because I think that gets through far easier to these developers, or not the developers, the producers, the publishers, the big money bags, right? They speak in money. They don't really speak in English. They're not human beings like us. They're just entirely run by money. They don't see you as a human, they see you as your wallet. So I think you have to, show them, yes, you will make money if you listen to the consumer. And I think that's an important message to send, instead of like, trying to whip them twice. It's like, oh, I'm whipping you for fucking up, and then, oh yeah, you went back on your fuck up. Well, I'm whipping you again, so you really learn your lesson. You'll double learn your lesson. And at least with me, I've found that, positive reinforcement helps a lot more than negative reinforcement in my life, with my upbringing and everything. And my study of psychology, I found that I tend to prefer a little bit more positive reinforcement. So if somebody does do something bad, absolutely, I'll tell them it's bad, they shouldn't do it and stuff. And then when they do better, I like to reward them, accordingly. I think that gets through a lot better to people than just like, well, still fuck you because you messed up the first time. But I totally understand like people's trust and stuff like that being broken because they put it in. Once again, like I said in that video, this wasn't some sort of like surprise thing. It's been on the Steam page for a very long time. I did see that they changed that Q&A though. They changed the Q&A that said, PSN account linking was optional to it was mandatory, and they only changed it in English. So it still said optional in all the other languages. Yeah, that was a huge L. That was a giant mistake. They tried to do it, a Battle State Games where they go back and they, half-ass and edit on a page, and that never goes well. That never goes well. It's the internet, man. There's backups of everything. You can't do that and get away with it. But yeah, I'm happy that that people won. I'm happy that it seems like more and more often we're coming together to get these wins. I haven't. I'll be honest. I have not been part in either of these. I'm not taking credit for either of them. When I say we, I just mean consumers, because I am a consumer. But I have not done anything in either of these. In both situations, in the Tarkov situation, I was like, all right, yeah, fuck it. I'll just stop playing the game then. Not a big deal to me. And then in the Helldivers one, I was like, well, fuck it. I already have a PSN account link, so I haven't done anything in either of these. But I'm happy that people are doing things and people are getting results, because that's awesome for you guys that, care about this stuff and are affected by this stuff. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about it. I want to take a little bit of egg on face, say I was wrong again for the second time in like a week now. And I guess I need to start being more of a naysayer. So I don't think that will ever stop microtransactions in full price games. And you know what? While I'm at it, I think games are going to stay $70 instead of being what they should be, $60. Maybe I can reverse psychology this new world order a little bit. I could be wrong a little more, and we can get some $60 games, and we can get the microtransactions to stop in the $70 games, or hopefully 60. I doubt it, but you know what? A man can dream. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see all of you in the next video, or from Sir Maroni. Bye-bye.